Good morning.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, everyone.
How are we doing today then?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Not too bad at all, thanks. Right. Okay. So we've got a few topics on the agenda for today. So we've got an update on the charters for working groups, results of investigating the GitHub team member bots, an update from the October CAB call, and any other business. Has anyone got anything else to add at this point?
I think Stefan is out, but Stevenson should be joining.
Yes. Oh, that sounds correct to me. So I'll just drop in all these and okay. Cool. So as we're waiting for David, should probably kick off with the Paketo working group one. I'm quite happy with that one. Jan, are you okay with that one?
I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, I've looked at that. I'm still confused in like how tightly coupled to the CFF that project will be, but that's fine. Like people should be able to start working. I don't see an immediate conflict.
Okay, cool. So at the moment, so Eric, as you originally opened it, I'm afraid you can't approve.
Yeah,
this
I
one.
can't be an approver.
Yeah.
I'll express my approval as a comment on it.
Cool, that's all right. So I think with this one we can say it's open for the week's review, and if no objections, we'll get it merged in.
Well, I think the text hasn't changed in quite a while, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah. So I think probably at this point, if we have a quorum of approvers, then we can get it merged in.
Cool. I think we've already got that then in that case.
Okay.
So I'll hit the button on there. Cool.
So going to do first?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, big moment.
I think so. So with that one, bounce back. So then if we look at, oh, thank you, browser, don't do that to me. Stop. Thanks. So the foundational infrastructure working group, that one, we have a quorum on. So I think we should be good to go on that one too.
Well, has that been open for a week as worded?
It has. It has. We opened it yesterday. I think Benjamin, you provided a couple of folks helped fix some small things. I didn't see you really challenge the mission on the pull request. So I think the process is going to be that we're going to approve it as is. So I'm probably not allowed to approve it, or commit it, but Lee is.
I'm not precious about this. You've got quorum, that's fine. Okay. Cool. So then if we have a look at app runtime on there, how long's that one been open for now? Okay, yeah, so that's been open for a week. I've confessed to having not had time to review that one personally, so I will put that on the list to review for myself. And we haven't got a quorum on that one yet.
Yeah, I'm the only one who's approved it. It looks like Amelia had comments.
Yes.
Several other people are pending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll also comment on that one that I approve it.
Okay. Okay. And so I think they're all the main ones that we've got in flight at the moment. Yeah, I think so. I'm just double checking. Runtime's still in draft at the moment. What's the feeling for pulling runtime out of draft?
The interfaces one?
141 runtime interfaces, yes.
I haven't looked at that one recently myself.
Okay, so we've had on that one a fair few people tagged in as potential. So I guess really we should probably approach those. Though I do see that there's been an update by Stefan to add some first approvers by area.
Yeah, just looking at the text, it doesn't look ready yet.
No, it doesn't. Okay, cool.
And I made a suggestion for Greg Cobb as lead there as well, but other people are welcome to throw their hat in with 2 lead roles. It's a big area. Could be fun to have some co-leadership there.
Okay.
Lee, Marcella is, I'd like y'all to meet Marcella. Marcella is a candidate that I'm putting forward for lead of the services group. She's been helping me spec out the services one. So we are making some progress on the services community, services, whatever we're calling it. Services something. Marcella, do you want to say hi and let us know how close you think that is to being submitted for its like 1 week approval process?
Hello, everybody. Glad to be participating in this. I just started working on it when I still have to find approvers for all the things. So it's going to take a few more days. Yeah, I've been filling in project details for volume services and finding out about things and trying to understand what the service fabric project is about. But yeah.
Jan, if you have any suggestions on who are logical fits for helping us figure out service fabric in terms of approvers, we can also go through commits, right? Like we often do, to try to find out who's active on it. If you have any opinions, feel free to let us know.
You're on mute, Jan.
I'll reach out to colleagues and see if I can figure something out.
Thanks.
Awesome. Coincidentally, that was the one that I was about to pick up next. So we've got a telepathic link, Dave.
I thought you maybe glossed over it. I wasn't sure what order you were reading these in. I'm like, well, we often gloss over it because we haven't made any progress, but today is a different day.
Yes. The other one that I was going to flag up is the is 154, the Kubernetes working group. Now, that one I think's looking pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, so I've been working with Giuseppe on that and actually just made the last few changes yesterday and this morning. So I think it's ready for broader TOC review. So I've tagged everyone else, actually including myself, because I did not make that PR for review.
Awesome.
So if y'all could take a look soon, appreciate it.
Cool. Okay. And then the other main one that's not had any particular look at it at the moment is the vulnerability management. I think it makes a lot of sense with that one to try and pair with Paul where possible. Now, if memory serves me correct, Paul is European time zone, isn't he?
I think so. Let's see if Slack will tell us.
Which Paul?
Paul Warren.
Yeah, he's like San Francisco. I mean, he was in the San Francisco office not that long ago. Now, you know, that was before the pandemic, so who knows?
So you mean 2 years ago, last time you saw him in person?
Exactly. We were having breakfast together. I remember those days.
Oh, but the world's got a little bit sideways since then.
Well, we can try and confirm. The 2 data points I have for him still report Pacific Coast time.
Okay.
So, don't let the accent fool you.
Fair enough. I'll tell you what, I'll drop him a line via Slack and see if we can start getting moving on that one.
Great, thanks, Lou.
Okay, and I think that is our main bit actually for our working groups. So progress is moving quite nicely on that front. Anyone got anything else to add on the working groups front?
I think now that we have what Pacato and the foundational infrastructure ones actually approved, we'll have to make sure that those working groups are establishing and broadcasting the regular discussion forums. I know Pacato already has some sort of weekly call, so we should get that reflected in the directory info in the community repository, and then foundational infrastructure will have to set something up.
Okay, cool. So yeah, next steps on that are all right. So, okay. We'll move on to the next topic in that case, the results of investigating the GitHub team member bots.
Yes, sounds fancy. I did some Googling. I found something, an open source project that seems promising. GitHub Organization Manager allows you to have this whole, like a big YAML file, repositories and all sorts of settings. I haven't used it yet, but I think something like this we should probably be using, and maybe we keep like a file like this in the community repo, and then maybe use GitHub Actions or something. Or I think it's actually an app, a GitHub app that will use this configuration and roll it out. So yeah. Next step would probably be create some dummy org and try out some things with it before moving that to and then I think that the first thing we want is the different, we probably want different teams, right, for approvers at least, and contributors would probably be also would they be in a separate team as well? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I would say like contributors could be people that have write access but can't bypass the like merge, right?
Yeah.
Or what, if we can set that up. I can't remember exactly what the rules are, but we're going to try to use protected main branches, right?
Yeah.
And so then we actually want to give almost everyone write access to make branches because it really facilitates collaboration.
Yeah. So we'll try setting up or codifying some of those policies that we have in some dummy org using this. that's for next week.
Wow, very exciting. So Ruben, are you going to pilot this, and are you offering to pilot this and then maybe roll it out in foundational infrastructures and see how it goes with a real repo at some point, real set of repos?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Is that potentially one that it might be worth pairing with Chris on?
Yeah, I mean, as someone who had previously been responsible for attempting to keep the Cloud Foundry GitHub org organized and clean, which was a somewhat Herculean task. Yeah, happy to chat with you about that and work on that a little bit, and we can, yeah. But this is very exciting, the idea of just a codified way to keep everything organized. This is great.
Yeah, once we set it up, the idea is that we can then like create PRs to update it, right?
Yeah, and it gives a really nice audit trail as well that way.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, and it's all YAML, and I'm a bit of a certified YAML architect myself, so
we're all YAML engineers now.
Yes, feels familiar.
It's the Millennium Tower in San Francisco that's listing, so can use your help there on that one too, Ruben, to make the equivalent here.
Okay, cool.
Needs anchors? I don't know. There's some joke in there.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, that is a pretty awesome find, and I think that's going to make life a lot easier for everyone. So nice one on that one. Okay, so over to Ram, I believe, in that case, for an update on the October CAB call.
Hey everyone. So unfortunately, I had to cancel the September edition of the CAB call. So I thought I should start working on the October one early, and serendipitously there was this tweet about somebody doing an internal demo within their company about sidecars. So I just reached out to them and asked them if they would be interested in presenting about sidecars to the rest of the community, and then they said they would be happy to. So we have Peter Wagner from dataev.de, who seem like cloud providers and consultants of some sort. So so Peter from dataev will be doing a demo on sidecar patterns during the call. Now, I do understand that it's a bit of a deviation from like past calls where we've had a lot of community updates and things like that. So I haven't gotten around to organizing that part of the call yet. So would it, I felt that, I mean, it's not like very important until we have like the working groups in order, and then there are like individual people who we can pinpoint to. But I thought it's also important to sort of keep the monthly cadence going in terms of some content, and just getting folks together and discussing something about Cloud Foundry. So just wanted to get everybody's thoughts and feedback on proceeding in that direction, and just before all of the logistics and other things kick in.
Yeah, I think that sounds great to me. Even congratulations on getting a speaker lined up to present on some topic there. I think that sounds also like a good forum just to make folks more broadly aware of the working groups that have been formed and where to collaborate with them on a regular basis, and the scope that remains to be carved out in working groups if we don't have everything resolved by that mid-October date.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great. By the way, you should pronounce dataev because it's German. So V is pronounced V, and E is pronounced E, so EV. Don't remember what it means. That EV, yeah. And yeah, that would be nice to gather people. I'm adding a +1 there. And if I understand correctly, we are missing the final working group structure to get some updates from the various areas of the Cloud Foundry work. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Right. Yep.
Okay, cool. So if no one has anything else on that at this point, let's open the floor to any other business. Has anyone got anything that they'd like to bring in?
I'm very close, if not ready, to share the proposal to move to the JJ operating system with the community. But I think I'll just send it to CF Dev rather than sharing it with you all right now. I want a few, maybe I'll have a few likely leads in the relevant areas. Take a look and make sure that I'm not missing anything first, like Ruben on the stem cell side. And I think I had Ryan Moran already look at it from the build packs and CF Linux FS4 side. And I've got a whole flow chart of all the supply chain for the new operating system and how it flows through the various teams. So I think we're probably okay. I would ask normally the lead of the CF deployments group to take a look at it, but there isn't such a person. So I'll just bypass that for now and share it with the community sometime this week.
Yeah, that's very good news. I've been personally in favor of doing some focal work that had actually started this summer by some guy in the team, Stefan Woods. But JJ is fine. I mean, it's just that we would, when we would, I would be happy to be part of that effort, of course. When would that start? We need to wait April 22?
Yeah. Yeah, we have to wait till like March or April of 22, but then we want to go fast because we only have until April of 23 when Bionic goes out of support. And so the reason to not do focal is that it's a lot of work to move applications and build packs over. And to have them do that every 2 years is really fairly expensive. The stem cell is only a small portion of the cost.
Yeah, if we could build up some better non-regression testing stuff around the stem cell, because the requirements seems huge in ensuring stability of the API in terms of packages. Yeah, if we could build that, so it would be great. And refactor a little bit but I think, Ruben, that was the plan. That is the plan for JJ. Refactor the Linux stem cell builder mix up of resource pointers. And,
I'm not sure, but I mean, we can discuss this later, right? It's not for this.
Yeah. All right. It's quite uneasy to work with currently, but yeah, if we don't find time to do that, of course. Makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll start. The proposal will detail the start time. We will do what we can to make sure to deliver it on time. And we're going to need organizational alignment to go fast on it. Though you can't do too much until the stem cell is created. I think we think CF Linux FS4 can be created maybe in parallel with the stem cell. And then everything's got to kind of fix all the incompatibilities with the new operating system, right? We're not expecting Garden to work. We're not expecting, like, everything always changes a little bit, low level stuff. There's a bunch of kernel tweaks in the router. You always have to reevaluate that kind of stuff when a new operating system comes out. Well, I'm also doing a similar initiative with the Windows stem cell for what it's worth. And we're considering times when it makes sense to ship a new Windows operating system and when it doesn't. Our current one doesn't, it goes out of support in 2024, January. So we still have a few years left, but like only a little bit more on top of Bionic, right? Only like 6 months more than Bionic has, or 8 months more than Bionic has. So we're gonna go figure out when it makes sense to start Windows 2022. Could be after Bionic because it's a lower use operating system and we have a little bit longer.
Probably wait till it hits SP1.
Yeah, very funny. Very. They still don't do those, do they? I don't think they do those.
Okay. So it's going to be really nice to see that one. Do you think, David, that the paper is going to be in a position to share over the next week or so with the CFDev community, or do you think it's going to be a week to go through your review with Ryan and Ruben?
No. Ryan and I already talked. I
Cool.
just want Ruben or somebody with from who's working on Bosch right now to go take a look at this stem cell building plan and so on. So expect that to CFDev this.
I already
Awesome.
did, I guess, but I will take another look.
Cool. Have we got anything else to add in for this week?
I just wanted to share some non-updates about the Vault version of Bosch. I haven't found the time. I mean, to polish document and rewrite it in a more readable way. So, but we'll see next week, and yeah, probably fun next week.
Awesome. Okay. Anybody for anything else? Because if not, it might be a really good time to review some PRs. Right. Okay, I'll just run through the actions in that case that I've captured from this week. So I'm going to contact Paul to start moving forwards with the vulnerability working group PR. We've got 2 PRs open for TOC review at the moment. Ruben's going to trial the GitHub Organization Manager project on a dummy org and pair with Chris on that one. David's continuing work with Marcella on the service management working group, and David's going to share the JJ upgrade paper with the CF Dev group. Have I missed anything? Cool. Ram, have you got anyone upcoming this week for one of your live streams?
No, we're not doing it this week, but then the next one is on the 4th of October, 4th or 6th, that week. So I think Stefan is scheduled to go next. And then on the 21st, David, we're saving David for last. So
Sounds great.
the
Looking forward.
7th and the 21st of October.
Awesome. All right. Well, may as well draw this meeting to a close. So thank you very much all for a lovely one. And I look forward to catching you next week and speaking to you in between asynchronously.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, everyone.
Bye, everyone.